this is a quick one, just a rant, right? Now, if any of yous go through any fucking sort of thing in life or whatever, right? Either you want to make money, you're fucking going for a breakup, you're fucking, you're trying to get off your ass and fucking, you know, everything's kicking you down or whatever. Yeah, bollocks to that. I mean, fucking bollocks to that. And tell him Michael said, you ain't taking the Michael out of me. Right, anyways. And fight back. Right, now, listen to this shit. Right? I just watched some of these fucking self-help fucking things on there. Well, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you've got to learn to accept it. Right? Accept what? What, accept that you're a fucking, you know, hang on a sec. Whoa, I carry this around, right? This is funny as fuck. Right? You should carry this around always, right? It says Vaseline, right? That is to give someone if they think you're a fuck it. If they think you're a cunt, right, and they want you to lube up, right? I'm not a cunt, right? So at the end of the day, I'm not going to fucking use this shit, right? Right? I put it in my pocket though, and like if I've got something to say, I'll just laugh. Don't even bother saying nothing. But ignorance is fucking stupid, anyways. Because if you've got something to say it. Most of the time, I will say it. Now, at the end of the day, just point that out and say, look, oi, look, cunt. Not lube. Right, not interested. Right, but the one thing is they turn around and they have this defeatist attitude with people. They're like, what is it? Let me turn that fucking thing off. Alexa, front room light off. Now,
okay.
At the end of the day, fuck the false light, bollocks, it's just like false people. Right, now, you see these people turning around and saying to you, oh, well, listen, right, if you're not getting anywhere, you just got to accept it because that's just the way it is. It's like this fucking poll tax and all the rest of the bollocks, right? Not poll tax, fucking it was poll tax. People used to fight back at that. Anyways, like fucking long story short, right? At the end of the day, it's like, you know, I asked one guy, fucking going back about a year and a half ago, my missus was here. And I said to him, I said, hey mate, like he was there fucking putting these fucking things for the electoral roll and all that. I said, I don't want your crap. I said, here, I'll take it back. Right? You know, these fucking, all this money they fucking spend to get themselves in power, and then they do fuck all for the cunts that they're putting, that they're fucking causing more fucking work for. You know, getting rid of it at the recycle bin. Right? Now, at the end of the day, they're all the fucking same anyways. I wouldn't bother with any of them. I don't know, with this Boris Johnson, and like, I like Trump, he's fucking, he says it the way it is, because they're all fake bastards, and they're all, most of them, do you know what I mean? Not all of them, right? Because they should have cunts like me in power. I'd turn around and say, listen, mate, at the end of the day, right, let's have a look. If there's a fucking bill going through, or something like that, why don't you turn round and ask the fucking people that are going to fucking have to abide by it? You know, not slip it through when they're, like, fucking when there's a war or something like that. They probably don't like that. They'll probably send an assassin round my fucking thing for that. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, or fucking, you know, flush some fucking cancer fucking cells through your tap or something like that. Well, a load of bollocks. Right? At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, like, you know, why don't they find real people? Like fucking, you know, at least in America, or they used to have it, right? In England, it's like, fucking, it's the pecking order. If you're not part of the pecking order, they you know, you're like, what? Oh, he's aggressive. He's opening his mouth. What's that about? And I'll tell you one thing about that. There's a fucking funny fucking thing. You know, years ago, there was fucking men like yourselves, or women, right? Strong women and men, right? That were kings and queens, right? And then, after a couple of generations, they became queens. Do you know what I mean? Even if they were fucking kings. And they couldn't call a queen, right, that was a man, right, a fucking faggot. Oh, excuse my French, I've got nothing against, like, fucking heterosexual, or fucking, you know what they call intersexuals or whatever they are. Fucking do what you like. Don't expect me, right, don't make a show of it. And don't expect me to say, oh, you're wonderful, you come out of the fucking closet. You know, at the end of the day, who gives a shit? You know, obviously you give a shit because you're making a big song and dance about it. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, they couldn't actually call the kings and queens, right, gay, right? So, what the fucking aristocracy and all the rest of it, I don't know if I said it right, right? Now, the aristocracy and so forth, thank you from that was, the aristocracy and so forth, they basically You know, obviously they thought the fucking king was a fucking faggot. You know, but they couldn't say that. They couldn't say, because the real kings that made him a king, his forefathers, yeah, had been bred out, right? Through, like, watering down shit. I love the king and the queen now. She's still got that beautiful blood. Do you know what I mean? What a fucking woman. Do you know what I mean? And I got a funny feeling that, you know, William's a bit like that. You know, I like Philip, God love him. Do you know what I mean? You know, I'd fucking, you know, I'd fight for this country. I'd fucking, you know, but I'm not going to fight for it so if I fucking give it away to fucking next week. Do you know what I mean? You know, just because, like, fucking they want to get more numbers in. What the fucking hell does the numbers mean? All they are is a digit on the screen. But anyways, like, you've seen the majority of these people, you can't, like, fucking, it's like the kings of old. They couldn't call him a gentleman. A queer, so they called him a gentleman. That was a polite way of saying you fag. You know, everyone says, oh, be a gentleman. What's that about? Huh? You fucking, and you have a look at it, right? Honestly, and I was watching like the old programmes, right? We're so fucking fit, we don't see the real side of it. If you look at it outside the box, not just the four fucking corners of the box inside it, if you look at outside the box and then you actually see what the box is made of, right? You know, you're actually fucking, and then you go, fuck me, where's the box at? You know, they say, oh, it ticks the box. But, you know, but like fucking, and then you see some fucker that's stoned out as well. Well, by the way, it doesn't matter, does it? You know what I mean? Just have a joint. That's a fucking defeatist. If ever I fucking heard it. Right? You find all these people, they turn around and they moan about not having nothing. Right? Genuinely. I've fucking done it. So many fucking times. Oh, why she got that and I ain't got that? And fucking why she... Oh, I my sisters, brothers, aunties, fucking whatever. Oh, that's slag. why she got that? You know, at the end of the day, like, you know, if they're dressed like a fucking dirt, you know, if they're dressed in their fucking nightie or fucking, you know, in their knickers and bra, you know, or wearing a skirt that's like a fucking belt, well, near enough, they're fucking slag. But that's the reason why they do it, probably. Like, everyone says, oh, it's to feel good. It's to feel good. I feel great. What makes you feel great? Ask yourself that question. Is it because people are giving you the wrong attention? Because they want to just, you know, my granddad used to say to me, right, Kenneth Davis, God love him. He turned around to me and he said, listen, he said, it don't matter what they fucking say. He said, they might be your fucking best mates, right? They could be your best mates and what have you. But a standing prick has no conscience. It don't matter whether it's your mate, your auntie, your fucking brother, your sister. Fucking, it don't matter. They're going to fucking ride. They're like dogs. It's just like what I said to you the other day about the dog chasing the other dog and saying, if you love her, and you're right next to the other guy, oh, if you love her, you let her go. And the other guy believes it and fucking stops. And the other guy gets the ride. That's what it's about. Bunch of fucking primates. Turn around and like fucking, I don't give a fuck whether they say, no, most of them say you're one gay. I don't fucking think so. No. It's lack of fucking having sex and you can't pull someone else who's like the opposite sex, to tell you the truth. You know, because a lot of them are fucking stuck up anyways. Do you know what I mean? They're like, oh, well, I need something, I'm a affisapsible, whatever they call it. You know, the guy's got to have a brain. Well, fucking how's he walking down the road, you dappy bastards? I used to remember when I used to be on them fucking dating sites and all that. He used to make me raw. You know, oh, I was telling you, I want this man because he's got a white horse. Mm-hmm. I would laugh at myself talking like this. But, yes, it's got a white horse and yeah, he's got armour. Yeah, and the fuck, you got to fucking seriously take a look at how tapped they are, right? Because if you have a look at it, generalise it, right? Yeah. My word. Yes. Listen, I don't want to know you if you've got like your top off in the middle of everywhere. But when they're with a bloke, their own fucking man, right? I know this because my wife, her mum, used to send her texts of, it was fucking disgusting. Her dad stood there with Alzheimer's, right? And she used to do it in front of him. Poor bastard used to say, oh, Yeah, she's at it again. Like that. And God bless him, what patience he had. Right? Pardon me, I fucking said, you dirty whore, what you fucking laying at? Right? Sorry, but, you know, no one's got the balls to say it. That's the fucking thing. They sit there thinking about it, but they never fucking turn around and say things like that, do they? They turn around and say, oh, well, bastards, aren't they? Who are they to criticise? Well, anyway, she used to send my missus, right, texts, right, in the garden centres, right, of these fucking builders with shorts on and, you know, the fluorescent jackets. Oh, look at that. What the fuck? Now, if that's not a monkey, right, the monkey part, even in Buddhism, right, if that's not the monkey part playing games with the actual soul of that marriage, the covenant under God, what the fuck is it? Fucking disgusting in my part. Do you know what I mean? And the problem is not a lot of people in society nowadays don't actually look at it that way. They say, oh, because, do you know why? Because 9 times out of 10, they're doing the same fucking thing and they don't want to feel uncomfortable themselves. So they've got to agree with it or they've got to get someone else to do it with them. You ever had someone turn around to you and say, oh, why don't you come with me and do this? It's great. Like I remember when someone first started making me, not making me, but convincing me that smoking, right, was the fucking, it was in. It was fucking fantastic. Yeah, have a fag, and you were fucking crazy for not having one. Right? I know any smoker will tell you that. Right? I guarantee there was one friend or one member of the family that fucking said, come on, try one. It'd be great. Yeah. And you smoked it and your head fucking felt like it was dizzy and all the rest of it. But you carried on doing it because you wanted to be, yeah, look. Or have you ever seen, listen to this, right? Generalise it, right? No, don't generalise it, but just fucking tap into your inner potential for a minute, right? And look outside the box instead of, you know, just seeing the surrounding bollocks, right? Now, I used to see my, family, friends, even my wife, right? Her mates and her, right? Used to sit there like this, right? They used to do selfies like this, and it's so fucking fake, it was unbelievable. But they'd always put the drink in front of them because the person that was out with them was sponging them dry, right? Now, at the end of the day, like they're like this. Like, fake, right? But they've always got the drink in front of them. That could even be like, I used to see it because my wife's quite well off and well to do. But I used to see them all like fucking with the drink in front of them like this. Yeah, this sap here just bought me that. Look, I'm an alky. We're having a great time. Well, I am. She's a fucking idiot. Right? And how many of us have actually been like that? I've been like that in the past. You know, they walk in, they make you feel like fucking, you know, when you walk into a pub. Oh, yeah, he's off to the toilet, ain't he? Yeah, I'm going to fucking peer pressure him to buy me the first drink. And then walk off afterwards and he's got like fucking £5 in his pocket and I got 50. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, wake up to it. Because like fucking at the end of the day, so many fucking people out there, they ain't going to like it because they're taught little tricks. It's like the Tao. You know, the Tao is like manipulation of the mind. The 3-dimensional mind. Fucking get out of the fucking 3 dimensions because it's not a box. Do you know what I mean? There's a box in a box in a box in a box. Do you know what I mean? And then so on. And then right out the outside of the box, yeah, there's some cunt like me holding it and saying, hey, you're in there. Do you know what I mean? You know, the Father within. You know, it's like this. The true Illuminati and all them, God love them, they believed that the true wealth of everything was knowledge. Yeah? And you can only attain different levels by different knowledge. You know, not by, you know, how much fucking paper you had in your pocket or, you know, how many friends you had because they were scared shitless to say that they weren't your friend. You know, these special beings, and there's only a few of them. Like Thoth was one of them, and you know there was like fucking all the ancient so-called gods. Right, there was only one god, but they were men or women of renown that turned around and had an extra insight in the way that the actual universe actually fucking revolved. And it's not just a universe, it's quantum universes. and then so on. And then there's a mega universe in between those quantum universes, and so on and so on. And quantum mega universes. And further, it's like a road that has no end. It's like standing in the middle of the fucking Arizona fucking desert in one of those big fucking roads and looking at either end, right? And saying, fuck me, that's never going to end. Yeah? But the only thing you can do is a road worth travelling, right? Is imagining it. Because on that road there's nothing but expanses of like greenery. Sometimes there's deserts when you're going for a bad part. Sometimes there's many different things that you might go through in life that, you know, take you into a fucking downward scope, into the sea of despair. You know, and the water within you, you know, is fucking drowned with stale, stagnant bollocks from everyone else. I know, because I've fucking been there. And I fucking sometimes I'm like, I'm getting out of it. You know, it's like, but they don't want you to fucking know this shit. They just want you to fucking turn around and sit there feeling sorry for yourself instead of saying, you know, I'm not fucking accepting this bollocks. You know what I mean? Why the fuck should you? You know? So then now there's an old saying, like, if someone can stop you from doing something or getting richer, this is why the rich people turn around to you and say, money can't buy you love, darling. No. Who needs money? Tell that some cunt that's out in the street and freezing his bollocks off. Huh? You know, at the end of the day, I know you don't need it, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't have it, okay? Because you deserve it. You deserve as much of it as you can. You deserve as much as the wealth of this fucking this existence as you can get. Because you are better than fucking the people that think that you're not. Because if they think that you're not, it's obviously they're frightened of you. Look at that. Let's drink of the waters that sparkle with the lustre of life, my dear friend. Where'd that come from? Right. But what I'm trying to say to you is, like, you see, like 90% of most people, they want you to give up. That way, if you give up, they can have what you got or what your potential is. Because there's a playing field out there, right? And if there's too many people on the pitch, some of them have got to come off and sit in the fucking sidelines, and they want that person to be you. That ain't working. Not for you, it ain't working. Get on with it. You're better than that. You know, at the end of the day, there's a lot of people out there generalising fucking people's fucking beliefs. You know, they put down God. You know, fuck that. You know, okay, you don't believe in him. But it's like, I don't believe that someone's going to fucking, you know, I bet you the people, they didn't believe, like, fucking, you know, when bad things happen, yeah, they didn't go to places and think that fucking some fucking, you know, fanatic's going to blow them up. But it fucking happened. You know, just because you don't believe it, don't mean they don't fucking exist. People that wrap around this fucking bullshit that the world's such a safe, like, fairy tale fucking, like, what I used to say to people is Simba, scarecrow fucking mentality, you know, with like qualifications. You ever watch The Wizard of Oz? Right? It's called the Scarecrow Syndrome, I call it. I've made a new, what they call it, diagnosis that people can use, right? It's called the Scarecrow Syndrome. You know, when someone turns around and says, oh, you can't do that. What does that mean? I've fucking been doing it since I was a kid as a hobby. You know? Well, show me qualifications. Fucking, that gets me. That really gets me, right? And, like, it's like, I've met people, right, that know so much about so much, right? But yet, they're stopped because of the Scarecrow Syndrome. Right? Don't fucking, you know, the only reason that fucking shit started coming on is because the real intelligent ones, the ones that actually built businesses and stuff like that, were like us. And then we started thinking, oh, hang on a second, I'm getting inundated with people that can't really do the job, so I need a way of sifting it out. So you got this fucking dweeb that used to come in, I can tell you something, I can write them all down, put them in a box and tick them and what have you, but you can't put a human being in a box. Because if you do, it'll try and break out of that. Right? A real one anyways. Right? At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say to you is all these people, right, that fucking judge other people by what paperwork they've got. You know, all jokes aside, everything that is paper is a dead tree. I'd much rather sit next to the tree and ask it whether this person's a decent being, because the tree would know it, because we come from that tree, the tree of life. Yeah? And when we put down any other segment or branch of that tree, then we're no better than anyone that thinks that they're, above or beyond their own capabilities. They're, in my book, the ones with no qualifications, right? They have got no right to sit in judgment lest they be judged. Because at the end of the day, my rant today is basically, I just find it really funny, what I was talking about earlier, that so many of these people can be fucking, looked up to, and, it doesn't make sense. They're not meant to be looked up to. The ones that are you in there, and they should be listened to. There's a thing, right? Now, you can see a lot of people out there, and you're probably one of them, right? That I've seen you all sitting there and thinking that you can't do anything. I've done it myself, right? And you go round and help people, yeah? And you sit in the darkness because you see those people that have actually just stepped into it, right? But you know it because you've been there for so long, right? But all you've got to do now is shine, because then you can help those that are just stepping into that darkness, because you know it too well. And they may turn around and say, oh, I'll get help, I've got loads of mates. Yeah, they fuck off straight away, I'm telling you that for nothing, right? And what I'm trying to say to you is, as soon as you're in that darkness, even your shadow retreats and fucks off from you. You ain't even got that. When you're sat in a room full of darkness, you ain't even got your shadow, mate. That's the truth. That's even like relationships, friendships, and what have you. Some of them, yeah, but when it comes down to the nitty gritty, yeah, the only ones that are going to get that light out, right, of you is you. There's no point going outside, right? If I'm stood, like what I said in the past video, I said there's no point searching for your keys out there, when you've lost them in here. It's the same thing as like that story I told you. At the end of the day, the true key is within you. And the key is believing in yourself, even when others don't, because I believe in you, no matter who you are. If you need to talk, if you need to have a little chin wag, if you're going for a bad time, fucking let it out, release it. Fucking message me. I don't give a shit what time of night it is. As long as I'm going to get up and I'm going to, at least put food on my table and like a shirt on my back, and I got enough heat and I got a roof over my head. Yeah, I'll help you. Fuck the rest of them. Do you know what I mean? Because they ain't worth shit. The ones that fucking want to keep up with the Joneses and covet other people's goods, in other words, want other people's goods. Oh, look at that bastard over there, but they're sending them bad energy, and they're sending them death, basically. They're killing people. Thou shalt not kill. Yeah, that's where it all comes from, the energies and stuff. God put those commandments there. It wasn't about stealing fucking, a monkey's fucking banana off his branch because he sat on it. He meant, I believe in my heart of hearts, he meant that when people steal people's confidence, love, truth, anything in general from their own spirit, yeah, and brings them down into the gutter or down into the darkness of disbelief in themselves, the knowledge of the truth of God within them, then that is stealing. I don't give a fuck. I could go out and fucking take £1,000 worth of fucking paper off some cunt down the road. Fucking hell, that's going to wither and die, right? What God was telling you, he said, through Christ, yeah? Because Christ wasn't God in my belief, right? You all may believe it, but God was within him, I believe that. And he resides in all of you, yeah? It doesn't mean you're all gods, because you're not, right? I'm not. But there's sometimes when that knowledge, that one collective knowledge of God, that one truth, that consciousness comes out in all of us. And then that fucking knowledge, you think, fucking hell, where did that come from? How did I say that? How did I know it? It's because that genuine being, it's like, even like, I believe that there are other races manipulating us every day. God bless them too. They're a bit lost because they study us. I believe that. And the more they study this and the more they want it, the less they're going to get it. Because they're forgetting the commandments that they set out for us, even though they might have 100 commandments, because their intellect's a lot better. Well, I'm trying. That's a bit of a. That's another video. But you know, I haven't started doing the bits that I could write it down and show you on a board. I've actually bought a board here. I've bought one for you guys. Hang on, where is it? If I can see it. There you go. Right, there you go. Right. I actually bought a board, and I'm going to put it up. And it's like a chalkboard, so basically I can show you bits and pieces, because a picture speaks 1,000 words. You don't really want to see this handsome face looking at you all the time, but obviously, like, what I'm trying to say to you is, if you've had a fucking bad day today or something like that, because I've had a pretty horrendous few days in the past, and I just want you to know that you're not on your fucking own. Because, I'm not going to run you down if you want to talk to me about fucking, I don't know, losing your job or fuck. No, you're not going to do that, because I'm not casting that on any of you. But if there's any problem that you've had, right? Because everyone just needs someone to have a little fucking talk to, and to release it, because sometimes it's like a pressure valve. You've got to release that fucking valve. A lot of relationships, the female will shout to the male, or the male will shout to the female because of that pressure. It's not because they want to hurt that person, because they love them with an implicit love, right? It's the fact that they're feeling so frustrated with certain situations or cards that have been dealt with them. I know they say, oh, well, it's all your choices. But at the end of the day, the cards that are handed by someone else's choices aren't your choices. Yeah, it works both ways. Obviously, it's up to you how you react, yes, but sometimes, people aren't ready for it, or, such and such or whatever. And those cards didn't have to come in that direction in the first place. So all they're doing is fighting it off. Yeah? And there's other ways of looking at all sorts of things. There's two sides to a coin. Now, there's a two-sided yin and yang, and then there's also the three-sided. You ever seen those? And the four? At the end of the day, it's just how you look at and perceive these things that you're going through. And you're not alone. You're not on yourself, right? As my blessed wife used to say. At the end of the day, it's fucking night. So I'm going to end this video here. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you like and subscribe. And I'm gonna rant every day or every other day or something like that, at least twice a week. And I'm just gonna, all I'm trying to do is share a few useless pearls that I notice about certain things of the world. Because a lot of people, like, unless they're actually shown, a secret door, right? That's the true secrets are the ones that we lock up in our own minds. Now, it's like, and sometimes it's like, it's hidden in plain view. But sometimes we need a little knock on the door. And it's up to us whether we let it in or not. Because sometimes even these are blocked and they just need reopening. But yeah, have a wonderful day, because I think, and I'll do all the nastiest things I can to you. I curse you with the fucking most positive, beautiful, wonderful, heartfelt, beautiful day that you can ever fucking have. Okay? And then this day is the start of the best life that you could ever imagine. Yeah? I wish all that on you. I'll give you that energy. If you, at the end of the day, God love you, and thank you for listening to me. Remember to like and subscribe. Because once I get a few subscribers, then maybe I won't have to worry about, bits and pieces like, I don't know, trying to get electric and all the bits and bobs that you have to do. I don't worry about it anyways, but I'm making money, and I'm constantly doing it every day because I believe that I can. And that's the truth, and I attract it, and it comes to me every single day in different ways. Am I convincing myself, or am I convincing you? Much love. Have a great day.